forth with her and putting on a facade. You see with this, she has two different faces. I can see him being very two-faced with her. And I did say this before when I did Taylor Swift's reading. Welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Holly. So grateful to have you all. Let's get into this reading. I'm really excited to be doing this. If you would like to request a video and you're a member, I will automatically make it unless it goes against my guidelines. If you want to make a request and you're not a member, I take it strongly into consideration, so please write it below. I also love to hear what you say, so please be respectful. Just please keep in mind this reading is intuitive based, it's not fact based. Okay, so let's get into this. This was requested as a lot of you love Taylor Swift and find it appropriate, so I'm doing Travis Kelce 2024. Yeah, let's get into it. I do see here, it's very unfortunate. I feel like I did already shuffle some of the cards for general energy, and some stuff has come up, so let's get right into it. Please like the video if you like it, and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and yeah, stay tuned also for a raffle for my members. I'll post it up in the community tab. Okay, so I was shuffling the cards and I saw like him smiling. I saw Travis Kelce smiling, wearing red, obviously. I saw red. Yeah, and just, I don't know. I just get like very cheesy vibes from him, but it is what it is. His sun is in Libra. Not too crazy about love 7 Libras I've known, and so forth. In fact, one of my worst relationships was with two of my worst relationships with two Sun and Libras, so I can see a lot of the similarities already. Not trying to push how I feel on it, I just see it. So with the Hermit, the Hanged Man, and Knight of Wands, I see here ghosting Taylor. And I did say in Taylor Swift's reading there will be cards up about it, so check that out. But I did say in her reading that he is going to do something to her that ends up hurting her, and he's going to portray himself very similar to my two Libra exes, where he's going to be like, oh yeah, portray himself as this amazing person in the beginning. But being an air sign, especially if you have a lot of air in your chart, I'm a Sun in Aquarius, so I am an air sign too. If you are an air sign, you need to focus on humbling and grounding yourself. And I've seen it in Libras that don't have a lot of earth in their chart, or are very air-driven, fire-driven, but lack water and earth, because water in your chart can actually be very grounding. They can be very frivolous with people's emotions and not really take what people have to think or say into consideration. It's very self-driven, very self-focused. And that is what I see here. With the Strength card, I see him being back and forth with her, and putting on a facade. You see with this, she has two different faces. I can see him being very two-faced with her. And I did say this before when I did Taylor Swift's reading. I can see him, and I think that's why somebody on his camp, I can't remember who it was, posted a clown face or something like that. I don't know the full story, but I just get the energy that he mocks her and makes fun of her behind her back. Yeah. So a Seven of Swords, very sad. At the bottom of the deck, I see him, and I said this before, he's very sneaky. And I saw that before, intuitively, I picked up that before he met her, he found out everything about her so that he could be the perfect boyfriend to her, so that he could woo her and love bomb her, See a lot of love bombing going on. So let's look at his career. I didn't even know who he was before this. Apparently people did know who he was, but I didn't. Let's see. Okay, so I get the number 47. Is that his number that he was? I see that very strongly. I see him getting into like trading. Interesting. Okay. So, Seven of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and Three of Cups. So getting into like trading and stuff like that with friends. He's very friend, which is Libras are definitely like that. They're basically like, I'm going to be positive. Say something positive about Libras. Honestly, one of my cousins is a Libra, and she is such a sweetheart. So I don't want to say all Libras are like that. I know actually lots of Libras that are not, that are very sweet. But some Libras have done a lot of damage, not just to me, to many people that I know. A few people that I know, not so many. And it's the lack of willing to be an enemy to some that they end up becoming the enemy because they can't make a decision. They don't want to look like the bad guy and looking like the bad guy. So oftentimes they get other people to do their dirty work for them until that's revealed, and then people see who they truly are. And we all have a shadow side to us. We can all be nasty. I tell people all the time, you don't want to see me angry, you don't want to make me angry. People tell me, oh, you're so sweet. I'm like, don't get on my bad side, because I'm not very nice to people that do me wrong. I'm just not. And I used to fight it for many years, and now I don't care. I'm open about it, and I tell people, don't cross me, because I'll cross you back. So that's the thing about Libra, like the Libra curse. It's trying to be perfect, especially to friends. And he's going to get involved in like trading with his friends, but it's not going to go very well. I get that this friend is like involved with something shady, and that's going to come out. I get October, that's going to come out. So Judgment, that's what's going to be revealed. A lot of stuff is going to come out about him around the same time. This I see happening after he breaks up with Taylor, or starts acting shady towards her. Bottom of the deck being King of Cups. And he's going to have to mature. And this is the Libra curse. I see it happening over and over again. I had a Libra ex. The main one that I probably will never speak to again. I mean, if he said sorry, then fine. I would accept his apology. But he did something very, very, very wrong. And one of them was ghosting me when I really needed him. And I see in a lot of Libras, when life forces them to mature, a lot of them, especially the men, back off. They don't know how to be mature. So this circumstance is going to force him to grow up. It has to do with money. It has to do with like trading. I think somebody he's been pals with, one of those stories that he's been pals with for a long time, is going to be involved in some kind of money scam, and it's going to force him to take a look at himself and mature. But he's very flighty, so I don't necessarily think he will. With Seven of Wands, Ace of Swords, he's going to be like, he's very good at schmoozing. Very, very good at that. Very good at like, just saying, oh yeah, I need to stop using like so much. I've been watching Love is Blind, and I think that's having an impact on my vocabulary. But he's going to basically say, I didn't know anything. He's going to be caught in Peter Pan syndrome a lot in situations where he's going to act like, I didn't know anything. I'm so young. I'm still learning. And people are going to start being like, you knew more than you were letting on. So the Eight of Cups and Five of Wands. I wouldn't be surprised if this friend goes to jail or does some kind of time. But he is not that heavily involved that it's going to leave an imprint on him. But people are going to start being like, this guy's weird. Stay away from him, Taylor. So I think people are already saying that, but it's gonna get more and more. So let us see for love. Let us see for love. By the way, I'm using the lightest tarot for this reading. Okay. Wow. 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 I'm like stunned right now. Absolutely stunned. It's going to be intense. Okay, so King of Cups, Two of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So I see him, and this is what I picked up on in her reading too. I see him being a player, being a complete player, flirting behind her back. Oh my gosh, if she only knew. So horrible. Flirting behind her back, just like Queen of Pentacles, basically using her for money. I think it's very sad. I do think her dad has warned her about him big time, but I think she has a rebellious relationship with her dad. I think he's not as controlling as Britney Spears' dad. And a lot of Sagittarius I've seen have that relationship with their parents. And Aquarius too, because we tend to be rebellious. But he's not as controlling as Britney Spears' dad, but he has some elements of control. And in a way, she's trying to rebel against her dad with this relationship. So Ace of Pentacles and Queen of Cups, things are going to come out about him being with other women. I get April. April is when things, I keep seeing it. I saw it in her reading. I'm seeing it in his reading. April, things are going to start to unravel. There's going to be a mystery, like a brunette. People are going to be talking about. I wish she weren't humiliated like this. But that's what I see. I see another woman, definitely. At least one other. I see him hanging out at clubs, flirting with other women. They're like, aren't you with Taylor Swift? He's like, oh, making up a lie, you know? But the bottom is like 5 cups. And him treating her like she's second. You know, there's nothing worse. I can't stand that when people treat you like you're second in any relationship. It's really, really horrible. So, let's see. So April, we're going to get an unraveling of him being seen with other women and stuff like that. He's a self-saboteur kind of person. He loves to self-sabotage, and he's basically like a grown baby, you know. That's why I don't date Mama's Boys anymore, because I felt, you know, looking back, when I did a lot of therapy, looking back at relationships, I remembered very strongly that people that had codependency issues, like my exes that had codependency issues with their mothers or any of their parents, but it was usually the mother, had Peter Pan syndrome because their mothers would always come and save them, you know? And I get that here. I get that very strongly, that his mother's always going to come out and be like, oh, Travis this or Travis. He's a golden boy in his mother's eyes, and therefore he can do no wrong, you know? So 7 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the Chariot, he's going to be like, after they break up, he's going to say, oh, I'm still looking for a woman. He might even have another reality show where he says he's looking for the one. But he's very much a persona, very much vapid. I see just a vapid person. Justice and 2 of Swords. He's very lost. I know that sounds mean to say, but I'm just being honest. He's very lost and very vapid and very superficial and completely different to the image he's portraying to Taylor. So that's what I have for you. I love to have to say. Please be respectful, even though I don't feel like I was so nice about it. I'm sorry. It's called No Light Tarot. I'm gonna tell the truth, you know. And I don't see good things about this guy. So I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.